Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been really busy lately. This is just going to be a quick video because I said I would do my finances at the end of the month, and it's actually a couple weeks late because the time frame is August 25th through 24th. If you guys want to get a good idea what it costs to live here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, if you look at my chart here, you'll see I've spent 7 million on rent. That's about $300 USD. And I live in District 1, so it's kind of expensive. You can get cheap places much cheaper in other areas. You can also pay a lot more if you want to. I'm just in a single room. Check out some of my other videos if you want to see what the room looks like. It's just a standard room with a balcony. Um, it's month by month. I don't pay a lease. Electricity and internet are included. That's why you'll see the zeros here. Now I spent some money that I wouldn't otherwise spend every month. In the other section here, I started a new job, so I needed a lot of clothes. And here it's really hard for me to find shirts that will fit me due to the length of my torso. So I've had to have my shirts tailor-made. Pants I don't have any problem finding. They'll actually hem them and fit them to size at most places you go to after you purchase them, so that's kind of neat. But the shirts, I had to go to a tailor, and it cost a little bit more, and I had to wait, so there's that. I also had to buy some other school supplies like a printer and other things like that. Eating out. Now, eating out is kind of a big expense. I don't have anything to cook with. I don't have an induction stove. I don't have a microwave. I do have a refrigerator, but I mean, that's good for stuff like yogurt. I mean, I do put my leftovers in there when I order eating out, but I never eat them because I don't have a way to reheat them. So my grocery bill, which pretty much consists of just buying like a bag of chips every now and then and some coffees, instant coffee, which I have every morning several times. So eating out, we're at 6.3 million. That's 272 US dollars. That could realistically probably be cut in half if I ate in, but I'd have to invest in things like an induction stove and a microwave, which I just might do because I think I'd get my money back pretty quick. Gas is really cheap. I do travel all over the place in my motorbike slash scooter. It's called a motorbike, but it's a scooter. At $14 over the course of the entire month. It costs about 70K to fill up, which is almost $3. This is the cost for the motorbike rental. It's actually a prorated cost because I upgraded my bike to a Honda Airblade. Rent on it this month will be 1.5 million, but since I got it about a week into the contract, it was a prorated. It was $1 million for my old bike and 1.5 million for this new bike. So prorated, it was only an additional 375,000, and that's $60 USD. So it's going to be around a little over $60 rent. And in the long run, it would be cheaper for me to buy one. I think I can get one used for probably $500-600, but it really depends on how long I'm going to be here. And also, when you own it, you're in charge of its maintenance. If anything breaks down or anything happens to it, you're responsible for it. And at least at $60 to $65 a month, I'm assured that if I break my bike, they'll fix it, or I'll just take it back and they'll give me a different one. So it's be more expensive in the long run, but that insurance feels good. Water, I may have missed a couple water purchases. It might be realistically more near 400 or 450,000. Sometimes I buy water and forget to take it in, but either way, big. I don't know. That's 5 liters actually. 5 liters of water is 25,000 dong, which is a little over $1. So I've spent $13 all month on that. And guys, I probably think it's more. I probably missed a few purchases, but either way, extremely cheap. A couple times I did have to drink water from the tap because I would go to my room and realize I don't have any water, so I would get some out of the sink and just boil it and drink that throughout the night just so I wouldn't wake up my hosts to go out and buy water. And actually where I live in District 1, there really isn't that much open past midnight, from midnight to 6 a.m. There's a Family Mart down the street. I mean, I can walk down there. But when it comes to like buying cigarettes or something like that, I got to go all the way to Beauvien Street and deal with that madness. So I usually try to make sure I have water and cigarettes before I lock myself in the room. And with my job lately, I've been going to bed early and getting up at between 5 and 6 a.m. So this staying up all night thing doesn't happen too much anymore. But when it does happen, it's usually on a Friday night, and I'll catch some sleep Saturday and try to readjust by Monday. Cigarettes, 860,000 for the month at $37. Now, while cigarettes are cheap here, it kind of factors into my smoking habits. Sometimes I'll smoke too much. Sometimes I'll think I'll want to have a cigarette, and I'll light a cigarette, take a couple puffs, and just kind of discard it. I've lost packs of cigarettes by setting them down somewhere, or I'll put them in the cup holder of my motorbike and they'll fall out. But that's actually maybe around what I spent at home when I used to buy the big bags of tobacco and just kind of make my own just to save money. Because back in California, a pack of Marlboros was $10 a pack, near. So here it's significantly cheaper to smoke. Gifts. Now, there's only been one person I bought gifts for, and that's my girlfriend. And I can't think off the top of my head what gifts I bought, but I know it's been like little trinkets. I bought her a couple dresses when we went shopping. It's pretty cheap considered back in the States. I mean, 1 month of buying gifts for her. Oh, I bought her a bouquet of flowers one time. $121. It's not bad. This is something you wouldn't really factor into your budget expenses if you were just trying to live here without dating. Since we're on that subject, I do have a dating column here, and I've worked this out a little differently in my head. Now, dating cost is directly related to having a girlfriend and going out with her. If we were to go out to dinner and say spend $300K, I wouldn't put $300K here. I would put $150K. And then I'd put the other $150K in my own eating out section. So this section is more directly related to the cost of dating a girl. So I don't factor in when we go out the cost of my food. I just factor in the cost of her food because it's directly related to going on a date with her. Coffee shops. Coffee shops is money I spent on coffee shops. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean I drink coffee. Sometimes I'll have a pineapple juice or something like that, and that's just kind of the price it does to have a casual coffee shop experience every now and then, such as break time at work or just going out because I want to get out of the house and just have to sit down and have a cup of coffee. Cell phone. Now, my data plan for my cell phone is $90K, which is almost $4. Now, that $90K gets me 4 gigabytes of data per day. And I stream Pandora practically all day. I'll occasionally watch YouTubes, occasionally play Hearthstone, but I rarely ever hit that 4 gigabyte cap. At home, I was grandfathered into a plan at 2 gigabytes a month, and it didn't reset every day. Like I said, this is 4 gigabytes a day, so it resets every 24 hours. But at home, I was getting 2 gigabytes a month just because I was often at Wi-Fi, so I didn't really want to pay for an extensive data plan. But that was $50, I think, maybe $60. It's ridiculous. But here, $4 for 4 gigabytes a day, and I can't tell you how many phone calls or texts I can make on this plan. I just know I've never run into an issue making phone calls or texts. Laundry. I don't have laundry on site, so there's a place nearby where I go to, and they charge, I think, $25,000 per kilogram. And it might be more expensive for you, but I rewear a lot of the same clothes, such as my work clothes, throughout the week. And then when I come home, I will wear the same t-shirt for a couple days because I'm not really going out, or I will wear no clothes at all because I'm in my room. So if you're changing clothes a lot and washing clothes a lot, it might be a little bit more expensive. Now, this comes to the factor of going out. I usually only go out on Friday nights. However, I will find myself on a Thursday or a Saturday going out, but I don't really go out to drink. I will go to the place that I've mentioned before for foreigners called Wings, and I'll order a Coca-Cola or a chicken sandwich, maybe some French fries. I'll sit there and use their Wi-Fi. I'll talk to the owner. I'll talk to the other patrons. Like last night, for example, last night was Saturday night. I didn't really intend on drinking, but I did have one shot of Jameson. I had a Coca-Cola, a chicken sandwich, some French fries. I used the laptop to catch up on some work. There was no other customers there, so the owner was playing Star Trek Voyager on the TV screens, and we kind of just hung out till 2 in the morning and just talked, had some food. I smoked cigarettes and got some work done. We watched Star Trek. So, I mean, since it's technically a bar, I did factor those expenses. Not last night because that would be on a different month, but in a situation like that, I would have included it at bar. So the total for the month is nearly 40 million, 39,987,000, which comes out to $1,726. Now, if you take out the portions such as other, which is where I purchase clothes and a printer and other supplies, and you also remove gifts. If you're not buying anybody any gifts, even though Vietnam is a gift-giving culture, which I haven't really adapted to very well yet, but I'm trying. And dating, if you pull those out, you can get a different total here. Let's kind of cut off the screen. You could realistically leave it cheap as $954 a month. And while you could do that in the United States, you'd live a pretty sparse life. Another thing you could do to save money is if I had a microwave or a way to cook, I wouldn't spend $272 eating out. I would probably take half that sum and apply it to groceries. So half of 272, let's just call it 135. Subtract another 135 here. $819. I mean, that's pretty cheap. I've heard of people living on a lot less. I mean, you also, of course, you can subtract your bar bill if you're not going to go out and drink. You can subtract motorbike rental and gas. Maybe cut back on the coffee shops and probably get that figure down to 600 or so. If you really wanted to live a sparse lifestyle here, it can be done if you're on a set budget or something. But if you're in a foreign country and in a big city like Ho Chi Minh City, it's nice to be able to go out and spend a little money. Now, my new job, I do make more than this a month, so it won't be an issue next month. But I'd actually like to cut back the spending a little bit and put some money away, maybe pay off some credit card bills from when I lived in the United States. Okay guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm sorry this video won't be terribly fancy. I just wanted to let you guys know my finances and what it cost for me to live that month, just because I said I would make it. I hope you guys all take care. I love you guys, miss you guys, and think of you guys often. Bye.